Dragon Age Origins was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, language, partial nudity, and sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Origins. Last time we've gone through the Wormling Cave, fought a bunch more cultists, talked to some guy named Colgrim, and found out from him that more likely than not, what's happening here is that the cultists are worshipping a dragon that they think is the risen form of Andraste. But that's just what I'm assuming is happening. But he also mentioned that the Urn of Sacred Ashes is in fact at the mountaintop, and it's being guarded by something that they can't get past. So we killed him, but now we're going to go to the mountaintop and see what there is to see. And probably fight a dragon. Probably fight a dragon? I'm sorry. Definitely fight a dragon. Oh, hell. I'm gonna wait here until I get my bear back. Cause I don't feel comfortable going after a fucking dragon without my bear. So, yeah, we're gonna sit here. You know what? We're gonna sit here. You know what we're gonna do while we wait?
Ask away.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Never mind.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Ask away.
Yeah, no, never mind. I kind of miss having romanced Alistair. Only because when you romance Alistair, you can just kiss him while you're out. And that's very sweet, I think. Anyway, bear.
A high dragon is not a joke. We'd best be careful. Real careful.
Indeed. Let's actually... Okay. Plot items. Payden. Letter of appreciation. We've got a lot of stuff here that I did not realize that we had. Pilgrim's Horn. This horn... Sound this horn from top of the mountain overlooking the village of Haven to summon the High Dragon. Oh, it summons the High Dragon. Let's, do you think that we're ready to fight a High Dragon? Guys. That's the Gauntlet. But let's... heavy chainmail gloves.
As you wish.
Yes, take those. Fancy vase. You know what? Take a nap. Taking all this stuff. I think, from what I'm understanding here, we don't necessarily have to fight her. We don't have to. She's there. But we don't have to fight her. We can just avoid that. We can come back. Maybe. Maybe.
This should...
Whoops. Something got screwed up, and I, had to go back and, reload a save. Whoops. Time to do that all over again.
Let's get started.
Here we are at the Gauntlet.
What is this place? It's different from the rest of the ruins.
Studded leather boots inscribed. Alistair is in Kaylin's armor. Alright.
Right.
Yoink.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
You must be the Guardian.
Yes, I am the Guardian of the Ashes. I have waited years for this.
For me.
You are the first to arrive in a very long time. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
And what about you? Who are you?
I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived. And I have lived a very long time.
The first disciples? Did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
Please tell me more about Andraste.
I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must.
How is it possible you have lived so long?
I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I.
What can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
What do you know about these disciples of Andraste?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to the sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
So... the dragon is not Andraste, then?
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
How did the belief spread to the rest of the disciples?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced.
I would like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
What if I'm not worthy?
Then you will not come to the ashes. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is the gauntlet?
The Gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
I'm afraid.
If your heart is true, there is nothing to fear.
Very well. I will enter the gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Tamlin was one of your tribe, a blood brother. You left him in the ruins, left him to his fate. Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Tamlin?
You don't get to speak to me of Tamlin. Yes. Of course I failed him. We could have continued the search.
Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Accept your failings, but do not let them govern your life.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You framed the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Bastard. Talking to me about Tamlin. How dare he? Right. Well. I'm not going through that again.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Could you repeat that, please?
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
You speak of dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
That was Andraste's mum. Okay. Elisay.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune. You speak of a tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
All right. Lady Vasilia.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
You speak of vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Thane Shatan.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home. You speak of home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
General Maferath.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamori, but beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Disciple Havad.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
You speak of the mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Disciple Cathray.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Hi, Cullen. Sorry. Archon Hessarian.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy. You speak of mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
So that... Alright, let's see. Tamlin?
It's so cold here, sister. Do you feel it? The chill eats at my bones.
Is that because you're dead?
You think? This cannot be Tamlin. Tamlin is gone. He is only footsteps in the dust. I am Tamlin, and yet I am not. I am part of the Gauntlet, and part of you.
I wish I could have told Tamlin that I tried to find him.
Some things lost can never be found. Some mistakes never unmade. Those that survive must go on living. You have suffered enough, thinking that you could have done something. It is time to leave that behind. Take this. It is nothing compared to the crafts of our fathers, but it should serve you well. I wish you well, my friend. We will not meet again.
Goodbye. What did I get? I don't... Andraste's arrows. Is it plot? Reflection. Thanks, Tamlin.
Enemies approaching.
Let's make this quick!
Hey, watch it!
On it. Let's get started. Let's get started.
Just die already!
Right. Let's get started. Let's get started. On it. On it. Right. Right. On it.
Maker!
Let's get started. Right.
All right. Andraste
Well,
loved her
looks
disciples
like there's only one way
as she
forward.
loved the Maker. As we have faith in the
Hey,
Maker,
see
so
those
must
thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you? Look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Hey.
Yes? That's it! That's an actual bridge piece right there. If we can get all the bridge pieces to be solid, we can make it across.
I don't know how to make this happen. Okay.
Your wish?
Okay. Damn.
Say the word. My love? Yes?
Hey.
Okay. But you can't move. Alright. No. Not quite.
Ask me anything.
Why? Why? Why is... Alright, a test of faith. Alright, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna save here, figure out what the heck I'm doing, and I will... You know what? No. Make this all one big episode. Okay. I think I've got it. I think...
At your service.
So... Alright. Go.
Hmm?
You. Party member on right, two left. Oh, I'm beginning to understand. I think. Oh, are you beginning to understand too? Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my cat, Harley. Okay. Move the character on left 6 to right 5. And that's this. And the character on right 4 to left 5. Nyeh. Harley, please. All right.
How do you think that was accomplished? Mirrors? Magic?
Okay. Let's save. Because I don't want to have to figure that out again. And... what you doing, Harley Bean?
I thought it was a legend. I didn't believe.
Whoa.
On it.
This altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved onto its face. Cast off the trappings of the worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. Well.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the Sacred Ashes.
Oh, and now I get my stuff back. Neat. That's a body over there.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch. And then put it in a leather pouch. Leave the urn alone. Ceremonialist. Unfortunate adventurer. How'd you get here, bud? Oh, no, leave it alone. Alright. And on that note, we're gonna save. And I will see you next time. Whoops. When we... I don't know, I guess we could take these to Arl Eamon, save his life. Whatever. You know, whatever. But in the meantime, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.